Guys, remember there is always a gain in a loss. When we've lost something or someone in life, there's always a gain in some way. So whether it's you lose something financial, a job loss, a relationship, or loss of a loved one, there's always a gain, whether it's spiritually, whether it's in the strength that you've gained from going through that loss, whether it's the things that you learn, through that experience. For instance, when it comes to losing a loved one, of course you grieve. Everyone's going to go through that grieving process, but you gain, again, the strength to keep pushing, and you gain just the ability to also see things in a different way, whether it's gaining the realization of um, the importance of life and how not to take things for granted and take other people for granted in your life. You've seen people that lost someone, they do things in their honor. There's laws that's been passed in their honor. There's um, other things that have been put in place to save other people's based on that loss that they went through. So there's always a gain, like I said, whether it be spiritually or gaining that strength mentally to cope, gaining the ability to gain a perception of just seeing things in the way that you don't usually see things, and seeing things in life and perceiving life in a way that you didn't before, to help you to gain the power to keep pushing. Once you get done with that grieving process and going through the impacts of that loss emotionally, you're able to take that and convert it into strength, and you perceive life in a way, as far as being grateful for the experience that you had, being grateful for the time that you had with them, being grateful for them moving on to a better life, an eternal life, and a transition to where they no longer have to be here on this earth. You're gaining the perspective of them just being with God, and no longer having to deal with any pain or suffering and things of this earth. So just always remember, there is always a gain within that loss, and you don't see it right away. Like I said, we're all going to go through our grieving process, and once that process is over with, as we slowly start to heal more and find our strength in God, God will give us that perception of truth. It's not just a change of perception, but it also in truth as well. And He blesses us to be able to see things in a way that doesn't hurt as bad when it comes to losing someone or something in our lives. So gather every hurt and everything that you've been through and convert that into strength, and use that experience to help someone else or save someone else. Just like Christ died for us, that was a loss, but the whole world has gained eternal life from that. And also remember, when you've lost someone and they've transitioned, their spirit is still alive, and their spirit is with you. Those memories and that love within your heart and their spirit itself is with you. So even in the loss, you've gained them permanently. So it's not about, when they're on earth, you see them when you see them, but when they transition over and they're in spirit, they're always with you. So you gain that spirit and that guardian angel, and that spiritual strength, just knowing that they're with you every single moment. And it's not goodbye, it's see you later. So look forward to seeing them in that afterlife and being with them, and be happy that they're able to get away from this earth and be with God, be with Him and in peace, and look forward to the day that you get to join them again.